And now, your first alert weather with WBRC Fox 6 meteorologist Wes Wyatt.
Well, the wet weather back on the increase across the state of Alabama tonight. We're all dry to the north, but you can see here this is precipitation that is reaching the ground, and even some thunderstorms in areas to the south. We've been tracking some storms down around places like Eclectic there, dealing with some heavier thunderstorms. Let me head back over to our other computer here. And what I want to do is show you, we've got some different radar views here and actually have a lightning counter that we can bring up here in a few moments, and we'll show you that. And you can see right in here as we go a little bit closer to Alabaster, we're dealing with some of that heavier rain. Check this out, 108 strikes here around the Columbus area. Again, this is not far from Auburn, but some of these storms are producing quite a bit of lightning and making quite a bit of noise out there tonight. So there's a good chance if we do have some rumbles later on tonight, you could hear some loud noisemakers after midnight, but I'm not too concerned about severe weather at this point. Anniston, Jacksonville, Chocolaco, some wet weather returning here to Calhoun County. Want to give you the first alert, and that's moving towards Piedmont. So Cherokee County, some rain there. We showed you Shelby County. Let's get back into Talladega County, and looks like Clay County's covered up here around Ashland. Some lighter rain making a return, and some pop-ups starting to happen here around Greene and Hale counties, and all that will lift up towards Bibb County as this rain's generally moving from southwest to northeast. We do have river flood warnings along the Tombigbee River. We're going to be watching this area over the next few days with a lot of rain in the forecast, but I just checked with the National Weather Service, and minor flooding is forecast here. The Tombigbee expected to rise to near 70 feet there in Demopolis and fall below flood stage by Friday morning in Gainesville. But of course, we'll see what happens here with this rainfall. The model projection showing about 3 to 4 inches of rain here over the next few days through at least Thursday. There will be some more rain later in the week, but it seems like we may spread this out enough to where we don't have any major flash flood concerns. But we'll keep a close watch on that here as we do have quite a bit of rain in the forecast. 46 in Oakman right now. It is chilly in Coker at 51 in Tuscaloosa County, and Tyler Young here in Moody checking in with 56 degrees. But here's the thing, this is about as cold as it's going to get tonight. That temperature is going to be rising as the night goes on, so do expect some milder weather once we get into the day on Monday. Now we're going to switch into forecast mode here on the radar, and you can see through 3 o'clock the model data suggests that at least through midnight some of the heavier rain to the south and back in here to the east and southeast at least through the early morning, and then by the time we get to the drive time could be some rain impacting us here in Tuscaloosa, Utah, Greensboro, even around the Birmingham area. You can see Interstate 65 down towards Clanton and Thorsby, and perhaps along 280 back in there around Sylacauga and Childersburg and the Oak Grove area tomorrow morning. So a first alert for a chance of rain early on, maybe a little bit drier to the north, but with time some of that milder air and those rain chances will reach us here around places like Hamilton, Double Springs, and Coleman. So we'll talk a lot more about those rain chances, and also we've got some very warm temperatures that I'll be showing you in that 7-day forecast coming up at 10.
All right, Wes, listen up to this. It appears.
First alert meteorologist Wes Wyatt tracking some big lightning producers out there across the state near Auburn. Over 100 strikes within the past 30 minutes. Yeah, we could hear some rumbles later on. We'll show you the chance of rain and storms in our first alert forecast after the break.
And now, your first alert weather with WBRC Fox 6 meteorologist Wes Wyatt.
Well, we enjoyed some nice weather today, but fast changes out there. Let me show you what we're tracking. That system that brought the severe weather yesterday, well, it left a front stalled out over South Alabama. That's all returning northward tonight. And look, we got some big lightning producers back in here to the south. Later on tonight, I can't rule out a few rumbles, especially here around Chilton County and Coosa County later on. That chance of rain starts to really ramp up here later on tonight and especially into the day on Monday. And it's possible we could have a few thunderstorms. But here's the thing, I'm not too concerned about severe weather tonight, even though you may hear some loud rumbles out there. We will be talking, though, about a lot of rain in our forecast the next few days. I think looking to the north here, we'll be in pretty good shape in the morning for the drive. Areas to the south, our chances a little bit greater for dealing with some rain. You can see here scattered showers around Talladega, but very soon it's possible some of these could produce. These are elevated base thunder or cells or showers that are developing, and sometimes they can produce a little bit of lightning and thunder, so we'll need to watch out here soon for maybe some of those lightning strikes close to home. Shoal Run, a little bit of rain getting into street level around Inverness there in Shelby County. Let's take you over south of Lincoln. You can see right there around Mays Bend here as we get down into Talladega County. A little bit of rainfall happening there. Let's fly over to West Alabama. Notice a little downpour right here around Duncanville. So that's going to be heading on back towards Hargrove Road and Coaling. A chance for some rain there returning, but that little shower at the moment south of the city of Tuscaloosa. As we go to the hourly forecast, you can see here overnight that chance of wet weather really favors areas south of Interstate 5920, but as the day goes on tomorrow, the coverage of wet weather builds to the north and still a bit chilly to the north here. But the temperatures, what's going on is they're just gradually increasing even overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow. This is a warm front that's moving north, so I want to give you the first alert for more unseasonably warm temperatures. Still need that jacket in the morning, but in the afternoon it's going to be feeling more like upper 60s again across the area. We get to 4 o'clock and you can see more wet weather, just kind of a dreary, cloudy, rainy at times kind of setup. We'll catch a few breaks, but you got a big landscape project going on. It's going to remain a little muddy out there over the next few days. Tomorrow night it looks like maybe some breaks, but you can see Tuesday, look at this, just covered up here. Another good chance of rain. And again, with this front stalled out, this just spells a rainy setup that's probably going to be with us through Wednesday. Some on and off showers, maybe a little bit of a break Thursday. It looks like those rain chances could break off a little bit, but each day make sure you have our First Alert weather app because there will be a lightning threat, a chance that we could have some storms. Look at the temperatures there warming into the 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. But here's what you need to know in the morning when you hit the road. Temperatures mostly in the 50s. There will be a chance of rain and storms, especially to the south, and there could be some patchy fog. Actually, there's some dense fog across South Alabama expected in the morning, but notice those rain chances rather elevated Tuesday and Wednesday. But we will catch a few breaks in here. Highs in the 70s, and then we have one more better rain chance on Saturday before the colder air takes over next Sunday. It's just a matter of time. We'll get some more cold weather back in here, but this week the story is going to be very muggy and rainy conditions out there, so we'll have plenty of updates on the First Alert weather app.
All righty, thanks, Wes.